Back in April, the New York Post made a formal endorsement of Donald Trump as the next president of the United States, which was curious considering the fact that just recently the Post decided to post never before seen nude photos of Melania Trump. Now, usually when a leak like that occurs and a publication plasters it all over its publication, it's an effort to kind of, it's a salacious shame more than anything, right? At least that's the way that it usually seems like. So, look, I don't want to show you guys all the pictures. I don't really care about the pictures that she took. She took them back in the 1990s, and they were apparently published in the 1996 issue of Max magazine out of Europe. The magazine no longer exists. I just want to quickly show you the cover so you kind of get a sense of what they had published, okay?
I think Melania looks so much better right now than she did back then.
Yeah, look, I think Melania is a beautiful woman. I mean, she was a model, so of course she's going to be beautiful, right? Look, I don't know what their intentions were for posting this or putting these pictures out there, but what I find even more interesting are the conspiracy theories behind it. Now, let me be absolutely clear. They're conspiracy theories. But before we get to that, I just want to make a quick point about the nude pictures. For anyone who is shaming her for taking nude pictures, get over it. Yeah, she was a model. These photos were taken in Europe where people don't have like this weird knee-jerk reaction to nudity. There's nothing wrong with that. According to Donald Trump, here's what he had to say. This was a picture taken for a European magazine prior to my knowing Melania. In Europe, pictures like this are very fashionable and common.
In fact, they're winning with these pictures.
Yeah.
These pictures are tremendous in Europe.
Yeah.
And you will feel tremendous afterwards. And then there's one more like non-nude picture here that I demand on showing you because apparently she had some lesbian shoots as well. And you can look online for more of them.
So Melania is the one on the right-hand side. On the left is a different model who looks like she's about to whip her.
Yeah, and they cuddle later, so it's okay, it's fair.
So I saw the pictures, and they're actually really artistic and beautiful.
Artistic, that's what I thought.
They are. Anyway, look, I don't want to get into, oh my God, she took nude pictures. I don't care. But the conspiracy theories behind it is that Donald Trump so badly wants to distract from the issues that he's having with Khizr Khan that he intentionally leaked it in order to make this one of the main stories. Now, I don't think it worked because everyone is still talking about Khizr Khan and his ridiculous, conflict with him. But I feel like there's a little bit of truth behind that theory, especially when you consider the fact that the Post likes Donald Trump. They endorsed Donald Trump back in April, so why would they want to do him dirty unless Trump advised them to do him dirty?
Yeah, it's owned by Murdoch, and it's part of a friendly media empire to Donald Trump. If the New York Daily News had done it, who does not like Donald Trump, I'd say, oh, okay, that's a totally different story. But it's a little convenient. And remember, it's not just to distract. I mean, Donald Trump would have to distract you every day from the crazy stuff that he says. It's also because I think Donald Trump thinks that he's going to be winning with these pictures. He doesn't think it's a bad thing. Remember the votes that he's trying to get. He thinks, and this part is rational, he's not going to be able to win if he plays the same demographic game that all Republicans have been playing for the last 8 years, certainly. There's too many minorities, too many women in the country, and he's pissed off all of them already. The only way he wins if he wins a giant percentage of the white male vote, which right now he is. He's winning by over 30 points among white males. So what do white males like? They like pictures like this, and they think, attaboy, Trumpy, Donald, baby. Oh, Melania, she's hot. And remember, they spent how many years fantasizing over Sarah Palin? I'm trying to be polite. Okay. Not based on any policy. Remember, the policy that made her popular in Alaska was to seize the oil revenue from the companies and give it to the citizens of Alaska, which is a socialist move. And not because she's great orator, right? They were like, oh, she's hot. She's hot. She's a conservative. Yeah, I vote for her, right? So I think Donald Trump somewhat justifiably thinks if I show them nude pictures of my wife, they might vote for me. They are that kind of knuckleheads.
What I think is also really fascinating about this is, Melania Trump was a model. There are nude pictures of her. I genuinely don't think that it's that big of a deal. But I also wonder what the reaction would be if it were a Democratic candidate who had a wife who posed nude, right? So, look, Michelle Obama gets criticized like crazy by conservatives, right? Like crazy. There's this ridiculous, news coverage on their daughter being at a music festival and the way she danced was a little too sexy for these conservative publications. So they're like literally tearing, the Obama daughters apart because of their behavior when they're having fun and being teenagers.
And meanwhile, the other side appears to be bragging about nude pictures of somebody who might be the first lady. Okay.
Inappropriate.
Okay. So, look, part of the reason it's not getting much traction and it's not distracting from Khizr Khan or all the other stupid things Donald Trump has said is because liberals don't care and conservatives don't care. Conservatives are like, yeah! And liberals are like, who cares? She posed nude. I don't care. God bless her heart.
Conservatives care when they can use it for their political gain, right?
That's
when they can exploit nude photos in order to get the candidate that they want voted into office. So, I mean, it's kind of interesting in this scenario because it's Hillary Clinton running. But let's say it wasn't Hillary Clinton, it was a male candidate, and his wife was in nude photos. I mean, Republicans would use it in every ad. Like, do you really want a porn star to be your next first lady? Does that reflect well when it comes to international relations?
No, but remember, they also were talking about Judeo-Christian heritage and family values and all that stuff. But Donald Trump proved that Republicans actually don't give a damn about that. They had all these evangelical leaders like Jerry Falwell Jr. posing with Donald Trump with a Playboy magazine framed right next to him with Donald Trump on the cover. And he's like, family values, who cares? This guy hates the same people we hate. Oh, his wife is nude. Awesome. I can't wait to check out the pictures. So yes, giant hypocrisy. Look, they criticized Michelle Obama for trying to get your kids to eat healthy.
Yep.
Like, oh, she's for vegetables. Meanwhile, Melania's naked all over the New York Post from a friendly media organization, and they're like, oh, that's no big deal. Yeah, of course. Lesbians, they're all American, which I agree with, okay? But these are the same guys who told us lesbians were endangering the planet.